Hello, everyone. We are here with Joseph Allen from Quontic Bank, and my name is Manuel Vargas from Keller Williams Realty Landmark. Joe is a loan officer, and I am a real estate broker, primarily in Queens, but all over New York. How are you, Joe?
Good, Manuel. Good afternoon.
Yeah. One quick question. Is that the same firewood you had last year in the fireplace? It looks exactly the same.
Exact same firewood. Yeah.
Oh, that's
trying to preserve the trees.
Yeah, it's very efficient, very efficient. Okay,
Thank you.
Before we get started with the subject of today, which is making sense of the current mortgage rate environment, meaning trying to answer the anxiety of everyone about interest rates, I have a disclaimer, this legal stuff that we have to say before we start, that we are real people. We are not some avatar created by artificial intelligence. We are local people that are in the street every day in the market, talking to people. So we're going to share with you our experience, and these are our opinions. So we could make mistakes. But yeah, this is not generated by ChatGPT. We're going to try to answer what is in everybody's mind. And this is going to be all over social media. You can subscribe, you can follow us, you can like it. The only thing you cannot do is subscribe to our OnlyFans because we don't have an OnlyFans page. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, exactly. So like us, follow us, subscribe. Do not stalk us. We answer when you call us. So here we go. So Joe, first question, which is in everybody's mind right now, not a question, but a feeling. Are real estate mortgage rates, too high right now? Are they too high by historical standards?
Too high is a matter of perspective, right? If you look at mortgage interest rates over the past 50 years, the average 30-year fixed interest rate is 7.74%, which is very close to where we are as you and I are recording this video. So to answer your question, no, I don't think rates are high. I think rates are average right now.
Correct. And we come from a very unusual time in the history of the world where, due to the pandemic, there was a lot of government stimulus in place that kept interest rates artificially low. And that was an anomaly. Am I correct?
Yes. And even before the pandemic, post the great financial crisis, the government started interfering, buying bonds, pumping money into the system. And so ever since then, the past 12 or 13 years, rates have really been artificially low. And so a lot of us have been spoiled, especially younger people, those that are new to the market. They don't remember, let's call them the normal times, where rates were 7, 8, and 9%. Yeah, they were artificially low, and it's a time that we may never see again, and probably never should see again, at least not 3 and 4% interest rates.
Got you. And you were saying the other day, we were talking about this, that because the rates were artificially low for too long, that comes with certain economic implications. I'm not going to get into the technicalities, but you were saying that because they were so low for so long, there is a cost to that, which explains a little bit the rapid increase of interest rates in general and mortgage rates in particular.
Yeah, there's always a cost, right, for anything, and now it's our time to pay for 12 or 13 years of artificially low rates. We have to pay for it some way, somehow, and in my opinion, that means rates need to actually go higher than where they are now. I wouldn't be surprised, in the next couple of weeks if we see 30-year fixed interest rates over 8%, and in the next few months if we see them over 9%. It's possible. It's healthy. In all reality, what's not healthy and what causes big gyrations in the market is when the rates change quickly. And that's what has caused a lot of the unrest is we've seen rates go from 5% to 7% in a very short period of time, as far as the mortgage industry is concerned.
Correct. So when people comment about the current interest rates, my answer as a real estate broker, that's a real cup or it's virtual?
Oh, the cup is real.
It's real. Oh, wow. I should bring my own. Okay. So the only answer that I have when people tell me about, oh my God, the rates went up so fast, the only rationality that I can input into the comment is do the rent versus buy comparison. Some people talk about home affordability. I like, because I'm a local broker in New York City, in Queens, I like to compare rent versus buy scenarios. Just from the top of your mind, could you dare to guess what do you think is the median rent in Queens right now as of September 23? What would you say it is?
I would say 3,600.
The median rent in Queens is 2,900, right? And it has gone up a lot, because what happens, as you know, during the pandemic, everybody fled the city because they didn't want to share common areas in buildings and in multifamilies. Everybody left to the suburbs. But then everybody came back and more. And so it has been going up, and it's not 36, it's 29. That would get you a 2-bedroom apartment in Queens, more or less. And we're not talking about Manhattan. In Manhattan, that would get you a closet with a toilet, maybe, right? But that's the median rent, which is quite high, which is interesting when we compare rent versus buy. And would you want to guess? Would you want to guess what is the median price for a one-family in Queens right now, and according to the MLS, and for a two-family in Queens? What do you think is the median price for one and two families?
850,000 for a single family and 1.2 for a two-family.
Okay, you know, that doesn't surprise me, because I work in areas where the prices are like that. But no, it's lower than that. We are talking for one families about 760,000. And you will be surprised. I know you live closer to the city, closer to Manhattan. The closer you are to Manhattan, the higher the prices are. But in Queens, with Queens taxes, which are low, you can find one family for 760,000 or lower than that in neighborhoods like Maspeth, Queens Village, Belrose, Glendale, Woodhaven. A lot of nice areas have these prices and lower. And then two-family houses, the median price is not quite 1.2, it's 1,045,000. And these areas that I just mentioned have houses like that. Obviously, if you want to buy in Long Island City or in Astoria, which are the closest areas to the city, you are going to pay more than that. But what I'm trying to tell you is these median prices, I didn't pull them out of thin air. They are from the MLS. And I am showing properties like that. There are properties at those prices. So if you want, we can show how does the rent versus buy analysis work for these properties, and I could share my screen.